Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War stream. Today, we are going to mess with the Divine nerf. Obviously, that's one of the most relevant things that happened today. We're probably just going to be messing around with my new team, which is just infinite loop teams. It's pretty much going to be the meta now. Things like Alchemist Moneylender, Green Sarah Giant Spider, the new Mythic that's coming in 2 weeks with those kind of combinations, so on and so forth. Going to be some of the better things at the moment. Probably going to switch to Yagwe Queen Titania and mess with that again. I used to do that quite a bit. I kind of stopped for a while since Divines came in, but I think we're going to go back to it because obviously they didn't get nerfed at all. Anyways, hello everyone. Hello William. Hello Daniel. Hello Questor. Hello Calvera. Hello Osman. Hello Avalone. Hello Dragon Ball Z fan. Hello Demon Ranger. Hello TJ Time Bomb. Let's see. Yeah, I guess Queen Aurora technically is slightly better now that Divine Ishbala got nerfed. You can use it for anything too to generate it mana. Hello Churros. Hello Zeddicus. Hello Zero. Hello Traylin. Hello Bakchan. Hello M78. Let's see. What are the ones I missed? Hello Minternosht. Hello Captain. Hello Osman. And hello Logan, Jen, and everyone else. Welcome. Is Salty streaming today? Yes, Salty will be streaming in an hour and 15 minutes from now. She'll be doing her thing. Let me actually go replace this team because it's already on what I need to replace it with, so perfect. This team, except Queen Titania. And we're good to go. Okay, let's go auto win. And we'll set the banner to what it already is. Rename it to new meta rip divine div. Hey, it fits. Rip div. Rip div. New meta rip div. There we go. At least divine teams won't be as annoying, if nothing else. I haven't really gotten the chance to really defeat too many of them today, as you can tell by the fact that our rating's at like 800 or something. But yeah, it's gonna feel weird. Oh, he's using Titan. He's using the annoying Titan. Also, that reminds me, I need to go set my defense teams before I forget, because I will forget. That will happen. We'll go take a bunch of mana, try getting the last bit that we need. Didn't get it. He's still going to use the Divine team. He's still going to win after all this, isn't he? Come on, Alchemist. Get your full mana already. Go. Got all the board you need. Just need to get the cast down now. And that is match. We won. Already over. It's easy as that. You cast once, you win. Okay, move that over. Almost want to throw another Alchemist on that, actually. Well, we'll go with Moneylender. Shouldn't miss. Good. 13 plus. Do it. Throw it again if we have alignment. No. Find an Alchemist. No. Move that. Sure. What else do we have? Yagwe. Go. Double kill. Yes. And do that again and we win. Throw that down. Get full mana. Throw a Skull because why not? Throw a Moneylender. That'll be enough damage. And super dead. And super dead. There we go. And now we just need to do that for every single team ever now. And we'll win. Hey, we can level off that too. Let's go right into purple. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that earlier. The new weapon for $5, is it worth it? That's hard. They literally just nerfed Divines. Not that weapon. Where's the $5 one? Where is the $5 one? I know it still shows up even if I own it. There it is. But yeah, Divine Protector is finally available. Though, oddly enough, they nerfed Divines literally the exact same day. So, go figure. Oh no, it's a really hard choice. It was a good weapon before today. Now it's still a decent weapon, though it's a lot less good than it just was. The weapon itself isn't any worse, obviously, in Divine teams. It's just, you don't get the half mana start like you did before off of Divine Ishbala. You don't have Infernus as well, and you don't have Ubistet as well. You can still kind of do it with Catchers pretty well. Is it worth it? Probably. For only $5, you might as well. But yeah, it's still just as good as it's always been. It just gets slightly, I think, like, what, one less mana off of Divine Ishbala now? And that's assuming you're even using Divine. If you're using something like Titan, you still start with half mana. So, yeah, Divine Protector is probably still worth it. $5. You get 6 Legendary Ingots, 2 event keys, all the other... Well, actually, the other 3 things isn't really that relevant. But 6 Legendary Ingots and the weapon is pretty decent still. But yeah, I would probably say go for it. Why not? If you have it laying around. I personally won't be using Divines too much, though. I told you 5 I know, right? They hopefully will be adding old weapons back into the game in some way, shape, or form. But, they still haven't yet. And who knows when they will. Hopefully soon. But they still haven't. I almost just want to throw Moneylender now, but I really need the gold, so we'll go for that. Not that we need it as the resource, I need it so he doesn't miss. Oh, yeah, and he still misses. Wow, really? You had one job. Was to cast that so you wouldn't. Okay, we don't have Yagway. We don't even have Alchemist, actually. I think I just take the Scold and do it on, hopefully not purple. Good, that is not purple. Go do it on there, get the last little bit of our mana, throw it down to Yagway, go from there, get a nice hit, get a double kill, get a Queen Titania, boom, throw a Skull, boom, throw another hit, possibly. Let's Moneylender instead. That'll give us a free hit right here, I believe. Throw that right into Yagway, and he just dies off for red, and there we go. You're still using Divine Protector and still winning easily. Oh yeah, the team's still very strong. You can still use 4 times Divine. Like, this team could still easily defeat us the second it feels like defeating us. But, it's just a little bit slower now. It starts a bit slower, but once it gets going, it's pretty much the same team it's been forever. Biggest issue is it just gets a little bit of a slower start. And that slower start can really be detrimental. Detrimental. Though it also makes it a lot easier to kill, though. Since, now you don't need to worry about it getting up as quickly. But overall, I personally won't be using Divines too much anymore. It's still good to use, it's just not as viable. And new meta is coming in 2 weeks anyways, assuming they don't preemptively nerf next Mythic. So that was going to change even if they didn't nerf Divines, because everyone would have just shifted over to what's coming as next Mythic. Oops, I thought that was enough. Is it still worth it? I guess it's still worth it. Actually, that's already double white. I keep forgetting how ridiculously high damage Queen Titania is. I wonder if she'll be the next one to nerf. But, yeah, using Divines for so long, I actually legitimately forgot how ridiculously overpowered Queen Titania is. Her ability is already above average as far as AoE damage is concerned, by a lot. It gets 4 times boost ratio per red in battle, and that counts on your reds and the enemy reds. That alone is already insane. But on top of that, it also has, like, if you compare that to 1 in 3 boost ratio off of Christine X, that is just such a ridiculously good boost ratio. That could be 2 times and would still be worth it. Or only 4 times for your team, either or. But, yeah, it's just insanely good. And on top of that, she gets Fairy Fire, which is an additional 50% on top of that. Of course, technically anything could get Fairy Fire, but she does it herself, so you don't need an extra troop. So it ends up saving an entire slot. Oh, how do we do this? Okay, good. We could do it on green, actually. I thought we had to do it on purple for a second. So we do that to get us a gold. We'll throw that down to get our mana. Oh, what happened to our alignment? No! I needed that alignment. What do we do here? I guess we do blue and hope he doesn't go crazy. Actually, that's literally his ability. I still find that funny. Because they normally start going crazy, and then that's literally what the ability says. I keep forgetting that that's actually his ability. Okay, well, at least it's true. It's definitely true. Okay, let's get a Queen Titania in there, get nice hits. Come on, Moneylender, don't miss. Actually, I probably should have not taken those reds in. It would have definitely increased the chance of not missing. I'll throw that down, and that's pretty much matched. How are you not Fairy Fired? Also, why are you dying? I'll go through this down. Doesn't even matter if it extra turns. It's pretty much the kill. And also, 4 HP. What are you doing? Everything is not doing what we needed to. We'll go take a green. He'll go hit us some. We'll go take another green or something. Skull? Sure, we'll take that. Why not? Yagway dead. And there we go. I just realized the problem with this team. We don't have hero on it, do we? What do we do about that? I forgot. Well, plan B is spam firebombs. Also, I don't know if any of you saw the video yet because I kind of just posted it. There was a really funny moment. I ended up getting 3 gnomes in a row earlier while using a team that can't kill gnomes. Because that one gold farming team can't actually kill any gnomes. And we ended up getting 3 in a row. We got a pet gnome, a treasure gnome, and then another pet gnome. I've never been that lucky/unlucky. Because I was using a team that couldn't actually kill gnomes, so I didn't want to actually find them. Can you try, wait, what? Divine Protector, Divinia, Divine Ishbala, or Yali? Why Yali? Generally, Yali is not used for anything like that, and still wouldn't really be. run Mountain Crusher, Mercy, and Furnace Ishbala, Priest class. So yeah, that still works. That's the other variant that you would use if you didn't even own Ubistet. And again, Ubistet isn't really that good anymore. I think I mentioned that earlier. I think I mentioned on the previous video thingy, but or even last night. But yeah, Ubistet is definitely not worth using anymore. But Divine Ishbala and particularly Infernus are definitely still worth using. Like Infernus, it's basically like no change. He's actually needed that nerf for a while. But yeah, it's mainly just Ubistet, I would say, is the main component that you don't really need anymore. But yeah, there's a couple different ways we can run it. Let's find a real team. There we go, there's a real team. But let's see, let's go clear over this and just keep randomly switching out this one into various new Divine. But let's see, suggested teams. Suggested teams. There we go. Okay, let's go find. Which one do I want to do? Which one do we want to test? Let's go let's still use Divine Protector. And let's go with, which way do we do? I guess we go to Divinia. And I don't know which variant I actually want to use right now. Let me actually go use the Ketris variant real quick. I'll test a few different ones. And Divine Ishbala. Oh, that reminds me. I still haven't refunded the... Wait, does it let you refund again? What? I thought it only lets you refund once. That's strange. Is it still in my mail? Wait, can you just keep logging in and spam that? Wait, is it that broken that you can just do that? I wonder if that's intended. I always thought you could only refund once because there were like glitches in the past. But yeah, we get our 7,770 souls and all of our trait stones back. We just did this earlier. And now we can refund and put the thing back on them. That's weird. I thought that could only be done once, but apparently not. If we go back to Infernus, we can go and upgrade him again. No, not refund. We literally just refunded you. But we can just go use the orbs again. Well, round 2. Wait. Did it actually give me my orbs back? I could have sworn I had 8 wisdoms earlier. I'm going crazy. Maybe it was 9 and then it went down to 8. Who knows? But I could go check the footage later. But we'll go get that back up. And re-orb him. And there we go. Boom. Sweet. There we go. But yeah, it's as easy as that. We go do the same thing with Ubistet. Wait, let me restart the game and see if that actually does let you do that. We could go get all of our souls refunded if we go do that then. But yeah, let's go refund this guy. Let's go double check. I'm not going to use the orb on him though. I'm starting to run out of oranges. So let's go get all of our trait stones back. I'll go retrade him normally. But I'll go and use the orb to go level him. Let's see. Ubistet, refund, upgrade... let's go trade them normally. Oh no, which one of those trait stones do we need more of? I don't think we really need more mountains. I don't really think we need more of any of them. But you know what? I will go use the orb one last time. When will we ever get the chance to do this again? So we have plenty more orange than compared to blue, so we'll do that. We're never really going to get the chance to really use them again like that, so go do that, get that leveled, and let me go test something real quick. Let me X out the game and enter back into the game and see if it lets us refund them again. Because I know it doesn't if we stay logged in, or if, you know, if we keep the game going. But I believe if we restart, we might be able to just infinitely do that to farm souls. We could end up converting every orb we have, major orb, into, the green ones, into 7,770 souls, which is much better than having the orb itself, because you can use those 7,770 souls for anything that requires souls, like a Dawnbringer or a Dawnbringer. Let's see. Let me go double test this. It's really strange if this actually works. I don't know if this is really that intended or not, but oh well. Let's see. Oh, it works. Huh. Okay, well, let me go convert all these into things then. Well then. Well, we'll go trait you normally. We already got enough of those. But yeah, it's time to go convert all of our all these useless green orbs into, and the smaller ones. Yeah, just convert all of them over and just keep doing that. Retrade it, do that, go to mail, Do that, go back, keep repeating it. I think we could end up getting over 100,000 souls this hour, though it would cost us every green orb we have. But that's pretty funny. But actually, that'd be over that. That'd be over 150,000 souls is how many that would be. We'll go do that more later. We're off stream. But yeah, I don't know if that's intended or not. That does seem ever so slightly exploitable, so maybe I won't. I don't know. Is that a what do you guys say that's a mechanic or a exploit? I don't know. I'm so tempted to go convert every green orb I have into that, though. Very, very tempted. Anyways, let's go back to doing divine teams. Let's go into this, I guess. Oops, I used the wrong banner. Next stream, Tacet gets banned for cheating. It's not cheating. Let's see. We'll go take that. What else do we need? Go take a green. Go take a yellow. The loophole. Hello, Lenoret. Welcome. Let's just go get a hit down. And pretty much just auto win from there. Get a gigantic HP buff. Keep getting gigantic HP buffs because we need it for our damage. Come on, Ketris, you got this. And then just throw one gigantic one-shot onto that. And apparently that's not a one-shot. Okay. Well, we could clear her with Divine Protector. He'll go do whatever. We'll get our mana to full. Actually, you know what? We'll go Skull Spam him. Why not? There we go. Oh, yeah. We should ask Salty that later. We can actually ask her on stream. I'll do that. Or someone will do that. And see if it's actually allowed or not. If it is allowed, I will convert literally every green orb I have into souls. There's no point in keeping them as green orbs if you could just convert them into souls. Because that's really good value. You're never going to get better value than that than just refunding it right into a mythic. You would need to own either Infernus or Ubistet to be able to do it, though. Anyways, this version still works pretty well. There's a lot of divine versions that still work pretty well. Just kind of get creative with what you actually end up using. Or use some of the stuff that didn't get nerfed, which is pretty much this entire team other than Divine, Divine Ishbala. There we go, move, do we have alignment on that? No, we'll smooth that over. Throw a nice Ketris in there for a double kill, hopefully, yes. And that's basically Ketris in a nutshell. If any of you haven't actually used them before, because I haven't used them for a while, because of course Ubistet has been everywhere in the meta for a while. But basically the way you use Ketris the Bull is you cast it on 2nd slot, you then cast it on 4th slot, and then you win. Oddly enough, one of the biggest counters to it is actually a 4x Goblin team. Main reason being is normally a 4x Goblin team has Stealthy in 2nd slot, which throws off the whole pattern of how you normally use Ketris. Really, any Stealthy. If a Stealthy is in 2nd or 4th slot, it throws off the way that you generally run Ketris. So do be careful if you're up against one of those teams. Oh yeah, Divine meta is still ridiculously strong. That hasn't changed. It's just slower and weaker than what it was before. But it's still way above the curve. Okay, what do we need? I guess we'll just take a red, why not? Get the full mana, throw a Ketris, go... How did you already get a kill? Luckily we don't actually need that. But we'll go kill that off an explosion. We get another explosion, he gets even more damage. We throw it on the other one, dead. So what is glitched? You missed that. You refunded the troop back, all trait stones to fully trade it again, or what? It's not really a... Well, I don't know if it's a glitch or not. I don't believe you're supposed to be able to multi-refund, but you are able to if you just literally just log out the game and then go back in. But basically what's happening is you're not gaining any more resources, but what's happening is you're basically converting your orbs into resources. So you can convert your big orange orbs into 21 of both the arcanes, as well as whatever other scraps you end up getting from it. And you can convert your green orbs, which is probably the most relevant one, basically just into pure souls, which is very, very nice. I believe the smaller green ones would be converted into 1,200 souls, and the bigger ones apparently are 7,770. I don't know if that's the full amount, or that's because I have it at level 5, that's slightly less, I forget. But still a pretty decent amount. Regardless. Yeah, we'll go through that down. Also, I just said that. We're up against goblins. Why are so many people using goblins all of a sudden? Just because Divines got nerfed, everyone's going to go move to the goblins now? I hope that's not going to be a thing. Also, we are getting a goblin hero class in the near future. If I'm not mistaken, it's actually in a few months from now, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's by the end of this year. I forgot exactly off the top of my head. But I believe it is around the corner. And it is going to be very annoying if it has a really good third trait. It also has Rogue Tree, so that's one of the better trees as well. What class am I using? I'm currently using the one immune to mana drain, the Orb Weaver hero class. It's a pretty weak hero class. I'm mainly just doing it to level it, more so than anything. I guess we'll just take Fire Bombs here, why not? Haha, Mythic Goblin. Ha 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 ha. I can't wait either. Ha. No. That's gonna be the worst thing to ever happen, will be the Mythic Goblin. It will be really funny, though. Oh, no, I kind of hope the Mythic Goblin and the hero class is viable, just so we could troll people with it. But, yeah, goblins have always been annoying. They've never not been annoying. There has never been an instance in this game when goblins have not been annoying, because they've always been notorious for having ridiculous extra turn spam. That's always been a thing. If anything, it was actually worse in the past than it even is now. At least now it's a little bit more manageable and is based on luck if it actually gets looping. Before, you were able to infinitely loop it with 0 luck whatsoever. It just automatically did it. You have 430 copies of the Gluttony? How on earth do you have 430? Or why? Like, how many event keys would you have to have opened? There's no mythic in the event you drop people right now. The next one will be next week, actually. Infernus will be in the event you drop people next week. Which I don't know if it's actually worth going for. I was saying earlier that it wasn't before he even got nerfed, so I should probably say it definitely isn't now that he did get nerfed, but I don't know. If you really want Infernus, he is still going to be available next week, technically. That'd be funny if he's actually in Soulforge, too. Oh, I should have just killed his Dawnbringer. I mean, his, yeah, that's Dawnbringer. I should have just killed it. We have a problem now. Should have definitely done that on first slot, because now we have to deal with this guy just sitting there. Okay, we got Skull Spam, now I'll fix it some. There we go, okay. Redeemed! Go take the yellow over, go get a nice Protector just to kill that out, get a nice Explosion, and you know what, we'll actually catch her soon. That's almost enough damage just with it, that. 107. It's basically Ubistet damage right there. Poor Ubistet. Okay, we'll go and just Skull Poke it. And there we go. Though Ubistet might become viable this Friday. This Friday, of course, we're getting what's his name? The Pride Land troop. The Pride Land, wow, words. How do they work? The Pride Land's hero class. So that one's going to be counted as a Roshka, and obviously the Ubistet buffs all Roshkas per turn, so it might be viable with that. So Mythic is the highest rarity. Is that color yellow or purple? You have 2 dragons. Wait, so Mythic is the highest rarity? Yes, Mythic is the highest rarity. Is that color yellow or purple? No, it is blue. It's this little blue border you see around basically every troop in every one of my battles. It's this blue border. This orange one is legendary, and the purple one is epic. You can also tell based on looking at the card. The amount of little square-like diamond things is what its current rarity is. And whatever one the spiky things go up to is what its actual base rarity is. So for example, if we click on, let's say, a actual mythic, all of them will be starred because it's mythic as well as a base mythic. But if we go to something like, let's say, a legendary, it's starred up to 5 and 5 because it's currently legendary and is also a base rarity. But if we go to a mythic that isn't a base mythic, like let's say this one, this is a ultra rare troop. We can tell not just from memory, but because this is also common, rare, then ultra rare. So you can see right there it goes up to ultra rare, and that would be epic, and then legendary, and then mythic. But, yeah, even though this is max to mythic, it is a base ultra rare. And that's what those little simple things mean. I just didn't even notice that when they initially came out. Someone brought it to my attention like a month after the patch. It's like, oh yeah, that's a thing now. But the light blue color is the mythic. It's also why you see nearly everything I ever battle with as that color. As I say that, half my team isn't that border, but normally most teams would be mythic bordered. Actually, speaking of that, can't we max Divinia already? Could have sworn we got more copies of it earlier. I'm actually surprised neither of them were able to get maxed yet. And I'm not going to waste the orb for it, especially on Divinia. I mean, Diviner's Follow. Like, maybe Divinia could be worth it. But, I don't know, after that nerf, I don't think Diviner's Follow really needs it. Is it known yet what will be the first 10-star kingdom? Whitehelm. Whitehelm will be the first 10-star kingdom, the first 11-star kingdom, and the first 12-star kingdom the second next patch comes out. The reason for this is we're getting 4 new Whitehelm troops next patch, which will allow this kingdom to go up to 12 stars, which will allow you to get 1 higher armor, higher tribute in the best tribute kingdom in the game, and higher tribute chance in the best tribute kingdom in the game. And the reason why it's best is it's pure glory. But yeah, Whitehelm's going to be even better than ever. Even if it wasn't already the best home kingdom in the game, it would be after next patch because you can get it higher than any other kingdom in the game. If you have all troops to Mythic, you can get it to 10 stars. Wait, what? Which one? I don't think there's any kingdom you can currently get to 10 stars. Even if you had them all maxed. Is Suna viable in a Divine team? No, Suna's not really ever worth using. It's really good at not dying, but that's about the only thing it's really good for. It takes too long to win, and you're better off using just about anything other than that. Unless you had no other option, in which case, yeah, it's fine. But assuming you have other options, you would want to use literally all those other options. Suna is definitely not the greatest of things out there. It's pretty mid-range as far as a Mythic is concerned. But yeah, if anyone still has any other questions or anything else you want me to go over, let me know. We'll have a redeem code a little bit later. Otherwise, I'm mainly just going to be messing with new Divine teams or anti-Divine teams or new meta teams now that we can't use Divines anymore. And I shouldn't really say new meta, more so just stuff that we haven't really been using for a while that has always been viable, but we just haven't been using because Divines were so much better. Do we cast? I guess so, why not? He gets rid of all his red so he can't do as much. As I say that, he's going to hit us with 1,000 skulls. No, Ubistet! You were nerfed! How are you still instant killing? You're not allowed to do that anymore. You got nerfed. That means you're supposed to be useless. Go. What do we need? We'll go take right over. We try getting another cast off before he does something weird. Can't kill him, so we're just going to go for a buff. Just so we can't actually kill either. There we go. How do I do this? I guess we do it that way because you have barriers to guarantee that goes down. And now we just need to hit it a few times, like with a Ketris. As I say that, I go for the mana that I don't even need for anything. But we'll go and not take that skull because it will give him alignment, so don't fall for that trap. We'll go move that over. Go move that over. Yeah, we just put a poke into a Ketris then. Please don't cast. Good job. Excuse me. And throw that down. And there we go. A little bit of a weird battle, but it comes down. Let's see. We should probably save that other team closer to the top. Wait, what's this one? Double red? Oh, duh. We can just do this one. Let's name this the other team I did. The new meta old. Oh no. What did I name the other team actually? Let's see. Divines got nerf. There we go. Let's name that. Queen T. And there we go. Okay, Divines got nerfed. That's our new team. Yeah, it's a lot more bearable to take off Divine teams now. Also, we get to see a lot of fun people frantically doing other things now. So we get to see some really creative, weird stuff. Because everyone's been so used to just spamming Divines recently. You still can spam Divines. Like, that hasn't changed. It's just slightly weaker now. There's still going to be plenty of people who are just going to spam Divines still. Because Divines still have such an amazing synergy compared to any other typing. Okay, we'll go get Alchemist down. And many of the best troops are still under Divine as well. Hasn't changed. And there we go. Yeah, this is like my new... If I was to like legitimately do PvP, this is probably my new team. It's basically like the old Queen Mab team back when that was super meta. It was Soothsayer, Valkyrie, Double Queen Mab. This is basically the same version of that. Alchemist, Moneylender, Double Queen Titania, or Yagwe. I like throwing the Yagwe in there just for the convert. You can go Double Queen Titania though. Sometimes it's better, sometimes it's worse. Heavily depends on the battle, and obviously it's not worth switching out constantly between them. So I just kind of keep it like this. Okay, so we got that. Let's go throw a, well, I guess we'll go Moneylender. Oh, that's not Moneylender. Would help if I click the right troop. That might just be helpful. Okay, we'll go to that. Get a Queen Titania in there. Like, here's an instance where Queen Titania would be so much better to have than a Yagwe. I don't know, maybe I do just go Double Queen Titania. It's been a while since I've actually used Double Queen. It's still insanely viable, and probably still like one of the ridiculously best teams in the game. It already was for a while. Let's see. As I replace it, this is actually a team where, what's his name would be better. As I'm replacing him, Yagwe. But there we go. Let's go double Queen T. What weapon would you use and replace? Who is the current team there? Which one? The Divine team? You would replace Divine Protector with Mercy if you're not going to buy it for $5 this week, or if you didn't already have it. And you would replace out, what's his name? Ubistet with Mountain Crusher. Okay, do we get rid of purple? I guess so. We actually don't need purple now that we're not using Yagwe. Ooh, I missed. Well, we're up against Firebomb, so I guess it doesn't matter as much. Take that over. Go throw this onto green, brown color. I'll do it on green. Do that there. Get a nice Moneylender going. He'll just go do some Firebomb. That's perfectly fine. Get some purple in there. Get a nice Queen Titania. Hopefully that gets a nice big hit in. Yes, perfect. Go get a double hit from there. Oh no, it's the 12. The dreaded 12 and not 13. Rip. Hate when it happens. And now we just need to find one skull and we win. Problem is finding one skull. So we'll go get that down. Nope. Okay, now we need to go find multiple skulls. He's gonna win. He's gonna win off of just using Dawnbringer, because I have no way to deal with his barrier. The other thing that we need Yagwe for, actually I'm not even kidding, because he every red he takes removes barrier, technically, assuming they're in first slot. I seriously just lost a Dawnbringer. Well then. His team was 3 times Firebomb and a Dawnbringer, and I just lost a Dawnbringer. You've gotta be kidding me. That's not good. Alpha, what was your question? I saw your question asking if I saw your question, but I didn't see your question. Do I have Amnesia in any Guild War defend teams? I do not believe so. You don't really need her in any defense. She's okay for invading, but the AI won't really use her properly enough to bother using. I see multiple comments saying, did you guys see your comment, but I didn't see your comment yet. When you get a bunch of PvP defend wins, it's because you have Firebomb set. You've heard you get a win whenever you actually win or not for casual PvP. Yeah, I am aware of that. But that wouldn't explain why there's so many happening simultaneously. Yeah, I do know that that's from the casual PvP thing. I was just referring to multiple happening at once. Like when we go do a battle, come back, and then we somehow have 50 defend wins. That is what I'm referring to. But yeah, if we just come back and we just randomly have like 1 or 2 wins, or even 3, then that makes sense. But when we come back and we get like 50 wins in 2 minutes, that's weird. And not normal. What is the best Guild War defend day to use goblins? Purple day? Kind of. There really is no good day. Every day will have some kind of counter. You just kind of have to decide which one you really want to go with that has the least amount of counter. The 2 days to not use it on, I should probably say, are brown and yellow. As long as you use it on not brown and not yellow, it'll be fine. Main reason for that is Gob Chomper. I was doing it originally just because I kind of needed to fill the hole. But no, anyone who's smart enough to bother switching into 4 times Gob Chomper, it's it just instantly tears through goblins. And you should never use it on brown or yellow day. Okay, what do we need? Do we do this on red? That would obviously be one of the worst decisions. So I won't do it. Not this time. Okay, we'll go and, he's actually gonna mango us. It feels so weird using this team. It's such a different strategy than what I'm used to. We'll go with that down. I do need to get reused to this team, though, because actually is pretty viable. Alchemist, how have you still not got a cast yet? Go do it. Go do your thing. Move that. Throw a Moneylender. Get that rolling. Throw a double Queen Titania. And that'll be that. But yeah, let's go revamp our defend teams. I still haven't done that yet. I don't know if I'm actually changing any up. But we'll see. Let's go to Guild and see what we have. Guild Wars! Okay. So, let's go upgrade our thingies. Go get that. Go get the other 2. Too bad you can't do all 3 at once. At least it's better than what it was before. Before you had to do literally every 1 level at a time. And it would lag for like 10 seconds. So it would take like 5 minutes just to level all these like we just did right now. Luckily, it doesn't take that long now. Okay, let's go change everything. You need to go be purple. We'll go move all of them into what they should be, and then we'll figure out what we want to do with them. You need to be defend red. Oh, you already were defend red. You need to be defend blue. You need to be defend green. Where are you? Defend green. Defend green. You need to be defend brown. And you need to be defend yellow. Okay, only one of them were correct then. But let's see, what do we have here? Defend yellow is the only questionable one now. This is still as good as it's always been. This is still as good as it's always been, and I got rid of Dawnbringer because I wasn't using the correct hero class. Though that would be the day to use Titan. But yeah, what do we replace then? I still didn't get a good enough test with the Weaver to see if it's actually viable to use. My verdict is it's probably not. But just for fun, I kind of want to leave it there just to see what might happen. But it's probably not worth it. Let's see, what ranking did we end up getting last week? Okay, yeah, we're Herald now, so we'll actually be able to get okay data for it now. Or at least better than what we got last time. Also, there's so many people who haven't done their thing yet. Everyone's forgetting about Guild Wars. They're waiting really for last minute. But hopefully when they actually go do their battles. Also, we went down to bracket 3 because we were missing a person last week. So that was unfortunate. Also, speaking of that, we should hopefully have 30 members right now. That'd be bad if we don't. Okay, good, we do. There we go. Anyways. Yeah, I don't think I actually need to revamp anything. And if I was, obviously, we'd do it all the way on last day for Yellow Day to get rid of our Divine team. But yeah, I guess, I don't know. I guess we replaced it. Like, what would we really replace, though? And I'm already using Ketra somewhere else, so I can't do that. I'm already using Divinia somewhere else, so I can't do that. I don't know. I think we just leave it as is and see how it does. It's obviously going to perform a little worse, but some other people will probably be using Divines against it. So if it's Divine against Divine, it's going to be, even though it's going to be worse, it's going to be the same thing as the enemy. So it's not technically going to be much worse in some cases. So I think we might just leave it as is and just kind of gauge how it goes and just kind of see. But I don't think we really need many things to change. Maybe Blue Day. I'm still not fully happy with that. I think it's a really cool premise, but the chance of the AI doing it perfectly is very unlikely. And it would probably get decimated before it ever gets a chance. But standard goblins is fine. I almost want to replace out red as well for a Queen Titania team. I might actually go do that this week. Just ditch the dwarves, because dwarves have been getting really low win rate recently, I've noticed. But then again, almost everything does. But I don't know, I feel like some kind of Queen Titania team would be better. The only real big issue with that, though, is what if they're using a Queen Titania? If I build a anti-red Queen Titania team, and then they're using a Queen Titania, well, that kind of defeats the point of even building that team in the first place. I don't know. That's the only real big issue with Queen Titania, at least from a defend perspective, is even though she's kind of supposed to be made as a anti-red, even though she is red, she's the player will always have the advantage in a double Queen Titania team, or you know, in a Queen Titania versus Queen Titania battle. I mean, the player owns Queen Titania will have the chance, or the better chance of winning. But that's the case with almost everything, though. Yeah, we'll get that down, get that, throw a Moneylender, and super dead. And we already won. That's what you're supposed to do, Queen Titania. Now repeat that to every single battle we ever do, and we'll be fine. Oh, let's go take our revenge. Ooh, revenge 4 times Firebomb. That's what I like to see. Oh yeah, Doom spam is ridiculously strong right now, especially with Wrath. You don't have to use Wrath, though. You can just use your Golfa. It really depends what you're up against, or if you want to play it safe or not. Either or is fine. If you don't have Wrath, you don't need it for it. It is one of the few things it's really used for, though. Is Doom spam Wrath team. The Skull spam. Also, Wrath's going to be really, really viable if they add a few more options that can actually use Doom Skulls. Right now, there's very few, though the few that it does have, it synergizes pretty well with. Also, why am I playing this battle out? We could have already won if I just not done a single turn. Oh well. We'll win the old-fashioned way by actually winning. There we go. Next nerf, Titania and Gorgolfa. They did say they would consider nerfing explosions to 50% mana, so that would kill Gorgolfa. So much so you'd probably just use Bronze Lock Pistol. You would nerf him so hard. And other than that, Queen Titania, she's above average, but she isn't the problem. It's infinite mana loop that's making this strong. Like, if she was nerfed right now to be 100% useless, it would have no effect on this team. Or at least the premise of this team. The premise of this team's Alchemist Moneylender. And if they nerf Moneylender, it's just going to be Alchemist Hellcat. Or, yeah, Alchemist Hellcat. And, I don't know, it just wouldn't really change. They can't, like, fundamentally change how Transform works. Because then, I don't know. I don't think they would ever really touch Transform. Okay, let's go and, what do we need there? We're gonna move that over. Go get a, let's go through a Sunbird. We'll go take a Brown. We'll go get a nice Alchemist down if we can. If we can. Keyword. Let's go get that down onto blue. Get a nice Moneylender in there. Let's get that rolling. Get the last bit of our mana. Throw it down to yellow, I guess. Get full mana. Get Titania for free. Super amount of reds right there. Get a double hit. Why is there so much red? Oh, Red Storm. Wait, what created Red Storm? Did he have something? Yeah, had to have had a Sunbird or something. Oh, that's what created it. I was gonna say, why was there so many reds? It was the Firestorm he created. Too bad that team naturally doesn't have Firestorm. Will the new mythic 8% chance to kill be triggered by goblins? What do you mean by that? The 8% chance to kill will be triggered by every extra turn spam you do as far as like Green Seer Giant Spider or specifically on the board. But no, the abilities do not trigger it. You'd want to go either Green Seer Giant Spider or Alchemist Moneylender or Alchemist Hellcat would be what the main ones you would use with it. There's a few other double loops you could do too, but Alchemist Moneylender I would say is probably the best thing to do. No, extra turns don't trigger it. There is one mechanic where extra turns actually trigger the thing that says extra turn. But normally it's referring to 4 times, 5 times matches. And if I'm not mistaken, the troop is... I don't know. Maybe I misread it earlier. Does it actually only work on actual extra turns? Or does it work on the board? Let's see. That's not the one I'm looking for. No, it says 4 times, 5 times matches, which does not mean extra turns. Even though I say extra turns, it's technically 4 times, 5 times matches. There is like one mechanic that does work on extra turns, but the new mythic is not one of them. Yeah, normally when I say extra turns onto something that I normally mean 4 times, 5 times, or 6 times, or you know, board control related extra turns, not actual physical ones that you can get off abilities. But no, it would not work on goblins extra turn or anything. It would if you cascaded into one, but it wouldn't work on a normal one. Like if you cast like a goblin, for example, just a normal goblin. that one green one, it would not count. Why not run Death Kneel with that Queen Titania? Because I don't have maxed out Death Kneel, and I don't want to waste the last of my legendary ingots. I will probably be using Death Kneel in the future once we finally get it upgraded. I just haven't gotten upgraded because I need it for other stuff. Like, for example, I needed 45 today to go get the most recent kingdom to 5 stars. And I'm pretty sure we're going to be needing it for some other star levels here and there. So until next patch comes around for a while and we can actually go farm 1 billion ingots, until that really happens, I kind of need to conserve on our legendary ingots for a while. Oh no, my reds! I needed those reds. Okay, hopefully this doesn't miss. It missed, okay. Hopefully we can follow up with something. That awkward moment when I'm about to die to Suna. I think I'm actually going to lose to Suna. Let's see. We'd have to infinitely loop from here to not win. I mean, to not lose. To not win. But we'll go and... oh, no! No! Don't cast, don't do anything. Just end your turn somehow. No, we just lost to Queen Titania. Let's see. We'll go take that down. Yep, we lost to Queen Titania. Fail. What are you doing losing to Queen Titania? Yep. And that's why you use Yagway. No, that would have not made much of a difference. What really hurt us there was the fact we somehow missed a 14 gem spawn on a board with like 10 gems on it. No streaming treasure hunt? I will be, probably later in the week. It only takes about 2 hours. We're probably going to do it on Friday or Saturday stream, I'm not sure. Probably more towards Saturday stream, because on Friday stream we're mainly going to be doing the new hero class that's going to be coming out. But yeah, we'll be getting it done slowly over time. I don't know how many maps I'll really be doing here or there, but it'll definitely be done by the end of the week. How much of it will be streamed? Will probably be most of it. I'll be doing some of them off stream though. There's something really good just to throw in the middle of nowhere. Like play for like half an hour, then just randomly throw a map in there. But that reminds me, I need to open 1 gem key. I think I had a task today. I haven't been doing as many tasks, but if it's something ridiculously easy like that, I might as well do it. You're basically opening a gem key for almost no cost if you have that. Also, why am I throwing Queen Titania with no extra turn? I guess it doesn't matter, but still. Obviously, you'd want to have extra turns with it. It's kind of helpful. It's not mandatory, but it's definitely useful. I guess let's go get this down. How somehow Alchemist is not dead. Go move that, throw that down. Get the full mana, throw a poke at it. Get a nice Alchemist or something. By a nice Alchemist, I mean we have nowhere to cast it whatsoever. Go do that, throw a Moneylender, get that rolling. Queen Titania dead. And there we go. Okay, let me go give out a redeem code. Still haven't yet. Also, Salty will be streaming in half an hour of 4.0. So that'll be pretty interesting when that happens. Can you cast Obsidian? Obsidian, which one do you mean? Let's see. Why does it need to be maxed? The kingdom? Just because it gives us extra everything. It gives us extra, it doesn't have to be maxed, but it's definitely helpful to be maxed. Ends up giving us more gold per day, which is pretty trivial. But the main things is it gives us higher tribute reward, tribute chance, which is really relevant, and even more relevant than that. Actually, both of these are pretty relevant, 4 and 5. 4 ends up giving us double tribute chance, which gives us even more gems and gold keys and resources in general per hour, since we could be able to get all of our tributes whenever we're checking it. And this other one gives us 1 higher attack onto all of our troops, and that works everywhere other than arena, so that's pretty viable as well. But yeah, it's definitely highly advised to get that if you can. It's not that needed. If you're an early to mid-game player, you should pretty much just ignore 4 or 5 star on that because it's probably going to be too hard. But later in the game, you definitely want to. What's the trick to get more weapons? Hope they eventually add a feature to actually obtain them would be the way to get more weapons. There are several weapons where they're basically unobtainable in any way, shape, or form. Or at least they are these days. They were available in the past, but aren't really available anymore. But yeah, those kind of weapons they will hopefully be adding again in the near future in some way, shape, or form. How they will implement that, we do not know. When they will implement that, we do not know. But hopefully they'll implement it soon. They're definitely aware of the problem. They just haven't bothered fixing the problem yet. Okay, we'll go take the brown. Go move that over. Throw blue over. Throw a Moneylender and hope it doesn't miss. Throw Queen Tanya and hope there's 13 plus. Throw a Goblin Rocket if we even have it. No. Now we throw... Oh, why did I say Goblin Rocket? I meant... I'm so used to using Goblin Rocket with a team like this. I meant Alchemist. Okay, we'll throw this down. Get that rolling. Get that going again. And... oh no! It's normal Fairy Fire. That's not enough damage. Ah, okay, we'll throw this down. There we go. Let's see. Is it bad that map events make me want to gouge your eyes out? Don't do that. Speaking of that, let's go do one of those maps. Dun dun dun. Oh no, let's go do map real quick. And then let's go hand out a code. Actually, the codes have maps in them. Let's go do a map now and then a map after the code, I guess. Those will be the 2 maps from the code, technically. Yeah, each one of the codes we do give 2 maps. That's normally irrelevant, but I guess on a map week for people who need maps, that's going to be helpful. But most people don't need more maps. Early game players definitely do, because you use them so much because they're actually viable earlier on in the game. This late in the game, they are definitely the exact opposite of that, where they're almost basically just a waste of time. The only thing they're particularly good for is gems, but as a late game player, you generally don't need to be doing something just for gems. You would normally be better off just going farming gold and trying to get into a better guild with the amount of gold that you've been farming. You would end up getting more resources that way. Alright, we're gonna take that over, take with that, take the other thing, throw whatever else over, throw that. Should be taking these moves a little bit quicker. Generally that's just how you play this. Is whatever the first move you see, take it. It is the correct move. Anything that gets the map done quicker. Because you want to cycle it as quickly as possible in order to get as many turns as possible to get the event done as soon as possible. It also gives you the highest rate of resources per hour, so there's incentive to actually do it as well. Other than just not wanting to do maps. No, I do enjoy maps. It's just, they definitely do get tedious after a while. There we go, 4 event thingies. Anyways, let's go give out a redeem code so that everyone can have more maps. Let's see. I don't know. It just doesn't seem rewarding on a late game account. Like when we go make the new account for next patch, it's gonna feel really, really rewarding to use it. Otherwise, on this late of a game account, it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. Okay, let me go mark this. Go copy this. If anyone's still had any other questions I may have missed or anything, feel free to leave them in chat. I'm pretty sure I have missed quite a few this patch. I mean this stream. So just leave them again, and I'll make sure to go over them. Let's see, let's click redeem on that, and it does indeed work. So let me go get this into chat so you guys can just go all use it. Use it on gemsofwar.com underneath the game code section, or simply just click on this link and it'll bring you right there. You normally just ignore the maps? Oh no, I don't ignore the maps. Speaking about ignoring maps, if you use that redeem code, it gives the same reward as always. 2 treasure maps, haha. 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. And we actually need to go open that 1 gem key, so I guess we just net gained 5 free gems because we just technically got that key for free. So there we go, nice. 5 free gems. Anyways, put that away. I should probably go clear these out already. I keep keeping them there. Let's go repick this one. What do you give us? Why don't any of you ever have overlap? No, 2 maps. No, I do not want 2 maps. That's even worse. That is the worst reward I've ever seen. Why? Okay, that's funny. I think there's one actually even worse. It's all carry. You have to kill like 12 for 4 maps or something. Rise at Rainbow Doy because Salty ends up making the codes. She makes some very strange ones sometimes. Why, is that a reference to something else? What does DOY stand for? Or DOI, I mean. I was going to say do it yourself, but no, that's not what that stands for. I don't know. What does DOI stands for? Is that a word that I'm not aware of? Or is that a reference I'm not aware of? It's probably something that I'm not aware of. Alright, we'll go move that over. I don't know. I don't know if you should really skip the map weeks, though. They're still really good to do. It's the only time when it's actually viable to run maps as a late game player. is when it's available through the event for higher rewards. Every other time, it's not worth it. But during this event, it's definitely fine to do. Especially as a newer player, of course. But this late in the game, it's still fine as well. Team suggestions besides the vines? Well, what we're using now is pretty close to what you would use. Alchemist, Moneylender, Yagway, Queen Titania. Alchemist, Moneylender, double Queen Titania. Alchemist, Moneylender, Ward Breaker, anything. Alchemist, Moneylender, double Goblin Rocket. Alchemist, Moneylender, Goblin Rocket Hero. Alchemist, Moneylender, literally any 2 reds in the entire game that aren't trash. Pretty much. They all work. Also, you can do the same thing with Green Seer Giant Spider, though Alchemist Moneylender is stronger in most instances. Depends on the context and the team. And obviously the mana generation, whereas Green Seer Giant Spider does green-purple. This does yellow and red. Wow, this board is bad. Let's go take a skull, I guess. Problem is this team has no board clear. It's only good when the board's actually in our favor. When the board's not in our favor, it can actually get a little bit behind. That's what you need Goblin Rocket for. That's also what you actually need Yagway for as well, which is one of the reasons why I don't normally run the double Queen Titania version. And it probably shouldn't be, because we really lack board control. Wait, why didn't I just take the skull to win? There we go. Or I shouldn't say we lack board control. We mainly lack board clear, I mean. Normally I have way too much board clear in my team. This team is the exact opposite. It has no board clear whatsoever. Board clear would be things like Divine Protector with its 1 explosion, and Furnace with its 5 explosion. Basically anything with explosion tends to be pretty good board clear. There's a few other options that aren't actually explosion that do the same thing though as well. Hello Richard, welcome. Would Ketris work with Chief Stronghorn and Ubistet? No. Chief Stronghorn, which one is that? Isn't that the guy that like moves? I don't think he was that viable last I recall. But yes, Ketris is really, really good. He's never not been good. It's just, for the longest while, it's Ubistek kind of replaced him out. Also, can we not die to the nerfed Divine team? The whole point was so it wouldn't do that. What are you doing, nerfed Divine team? You're not supposed to win. Not anymore, at least. Not anymore. Yeah, Divine's still strong. That hasn't really changed. They're always going to be viable. It's just they're slightly less viable now. But that doesn't mean they're not viable at all. We'll go do that on blues. Wait, what am I doing? We're up against Goblin Rocket. We could have just literally won by doing nothing. So you opened 50 event keys this morning and got both the legend and 32 gluttonies. Oh yeah, you do get a lot of gluttonies because he's the only ultra rare in the drop table. So almost every single drop is a gluttony. It's pretty funny. But yeah, like more than half the drop table is actually gluttony. I think it's 60% or something. Oh, excuse me. That's why I shouldn't eat like right before I stream. Keep burping and then have like indigestion. From talking so much from having a full stomach. But anyways, guys, I think I'm going to be heading out for now in case you guys have any other questions that you wanted to leave or anything I might have missed still. Let's see. Will be available in event keys eventually. Yes, every single mythic will eventually be available in the event keys, as long as it has a kingdom. The only ones that really wouldn't are the Apocalypse troops, because they currently don't have a kingdom. But every single mythic that ever comes in via a kingdom will eventually be an event key drop table. Are you going to be posting a link to Salty's stream tonight? Yes, I will be. Actually, I'm going to do that right now. Before I do, here's the link to the code again, if you guys still haven't used it yet. Pretty sure it's still alive. Why not run Alchemist, Moneylender, and Furnace, Queen Titania? That's perfectly fine too. There's a lot of variants you can do. It really just depends on which one you prefer using. As far as which one's definitively the best, I don't know. I think it personally just goes more so into preference. Almost every good legend and mythic that's red or yellow will work with it properly. But anyways, let me go get Salty's stream. Let me go get the link for it. Twitch.tv/infinity+2. No, don't bring me to Twitter. Twitch.tv. And there's the link. Copy it. Close the thing. And there you guys go. Any other questions? Yeah, I know. The Apocalypse are all homeless. Poor guys. Oh yeah, Zugoff, you can't get Zugoff in event keys when it is a event from that kingdom. They are going to be adding a new mythic to that kingdom, though, that isn't Zugoff. So that 10 stars will be possible. You're debating on upgrading the last of Bloodhammer or Highforge. Which one would you choose? Oh no, which one do you feel like you're using more? Highforge gets more of a benefit from being upgraded compared to Bloodhammer. Or then again, they both kind of do. I don't know, it really comes down to which one you're using more. I don't know, I invade more with Bloodhammer, but I defend more, particularly Guild War Day, with Highforge. I don't know, I'd probably say Bloodhammer. Because you never know when Doomstorm will just be insanely good again. Technically already is with Wraith. But, not Wraith, I mean, Wrath. Why did I say Wraith? Wrong troop. But anyways, guys, there's the link to Salty's stream if you want to go check her out. She's streaming 4.0 today. Maybe that means I'll be able to stream 4.0 soon. Ooh. We'll see. Or maybe that means 4.0 is coming tonight. Who knows? No, I highly doubt that. But, yeah, she'll be streaming 4.0 today. And it's technically the first time it's been shown, right? Live? Of course, people in the beta were able to see it. But, yeah, hopefully we'll be able to stream it soon, too, if that's the case. If they're not releasing it until next week, we'll probably be able to stream it before the patch, I hope. Fingers crossed. But we'll see. But, yeah, make sure to ask her as many questions as you want. Because whatever she spills, I could probably mention as well. Though I'm pretty sure we've mentioned almost everything. They've also almost mentioned everything as well. But, yeah, go check out her stream. She will be streaming 4.0. What would you say the best way for a new player to earn and gold they need to max out kingdoms? Best way to get gold as a newer player is just spam PvP. As far as making a viable team for PvP, that could be a bit of an issue. I would say biggest thing to kind of focus on is get yourself a hero class, level that hero class, and use one of the red or blue mana hero classes that end up getting extra damage with magic, so you can use either Crude Club or Hero Sword, and use it with a +1 banner toward that color, and basically just run that as the main focus of your team. Assassin would be pretty good for that. Warlord, even just from the first kingdom, wouldn't be horrible for that. Titan would be one of the best ones for that, and just kind of roll like that. You can also build some really good 4x Dragon teams if you want to go use the Dragon Guard hero class. Use it with Dragatar, and you're pretty much just auto-win everything. And then once you get a Dragon Soul, you really auto-win everything. And then once you get World Breaker, you really, really auto-win everything. And you can kind of go from there. And it rolls through the entire game. You can use Dragon Team all the way from when you first start out all the way till end game. And it works. Of course, you have to use different troops with it and keep adjusting it. But it scales very, very well into late game. But anyways, guys, thanks you for coming down. I'm going to be heading out for now. Oh, wait, never mind. One more question. Speaking of classes, yours seem to level really slow. Any way to level classes faster? Spam Explore or spam 1 trophy PvP, particularly on fire bombs if you end up seeing any on the casual PvP. And that'd be the easiest way to do it. But anyways, guys, I'll see you all later. Thank you for coming down. Have a wonderful night. Best of luck with any key drops. And go say hi to Salty. Goodbye, everyone. She'll be streaming in 15 minutes, by the way.